Hello my dear friends, I am Kirill and today we will take a look at the LEGO Technic set 42155 Bat-cycle, one of the new LEGO Technic sets of 2023. I am not a big fan of motorcycles in LEGO Technic, but I have a decent collection and to be honest, I like this set. The box is pretty usual. Here we can see age recommendation, number and the name of the set, also Batman logo, DC. And on the back side of the box we can see one more picture of the model, dimensions, engine and suspension. No photo of the original bike from the movie. And also here we have building instruction book, no additional information, 2 stages, and that's all. And at the end we can see side view, one photo, or not photo, just a graphic of the vehicle from the movie. Functions, or to be precise, one function, and the parts list. And that's all. It's time to take a look at the pieces. Here you can see the pieces for the first stage of the assembling process. We can see a few gears, including new 12 teeth gear with straight teeth. Not new actually, but yeah, relatively new. Cool disc, 2 shock absorbers in black with stiff spring, the same as yellow and red, but this color is more common and I think it's great that now we have them in black. Pieces for piston engine, a lot of pieces in black for decorations, a lot of some common connectors. Really rare piece, chain link in light bluish gray, 45 in this set. These useful half pins with friction, and of course wheels. Here we have 3 black rims and 2 tires. Wheels wise, this set is the same as a Creator Expert Harley Davidson. 3 rims, double rims with white tire in the rear part and single rim with narrow tire in the front. And I think that's all about the pieces from the first stage. Now I will start the assembling process. And this is the result after the first step. The building process is quite pleasant. I even detected one pretty interesting technique here. And here the rear part is completed, wheel, chain and pretty unusual engine. Here we have 2 separate engines, 2 crankshafts, and they are connected here in front by 24 teeth gears. But unfortunately the bottom part of the engine is completely hidden by these exhaust pipes maybe. What's next? Here we can see special stand, and it's very convenient to assemble the model due to this support. Cool white wheel and suspension, rear suspension, 2 stiff shock absorbers and one more, maybe it's like limiter with rubber piece in the center. You can see that it works like a stopper maybe. Unusual solution. And I like the frame of this motorcycle. I've assembled a lot of LEGO Technic motorcycles, I think more than 15, and almost maybe all of these models have unique frame structure, and it's really cool. You assemble not one more the same motorcycle, you assemble each time completely new and interesting model. The pieces of the second stage are quite interesting too. Here we have two more cool discs, two long shock absorbers. These pieces have been introduced in Ducati Panigale 42107. Working range is 2 studs, and this time we have these pieces in black, more common color, and it's cool. One 3L pin with side stop. This piece, I think this is the first time when we see it in black color, and a lot of black panels of different shapes, old shapes like this and this and this, and also pretty new, one pair of this and shorter version, and also this and this, and one this, not a panel actually, but maybe a piece of panel, and a lot of system pieces, for such a small set, pretty decent amount. Finally, the model is completed. I like how it looks. On the box it looks much worse, to be honest. On the box it looks really bad, but in real life it's pretty pleasant motorcycle and interesting this part. Also here we have a lot of pipes, exhaust pipes, and some engine details. And what about functions? Here we have a special support. It's very nice. Of course, here we have a steering. Here we have no dashboards and no special details, only mirrors presented by tiles 1 by 2, and maybe here is a cap of a fuel tank. The model has suspension front and rear, and it works pretty well, because usually, quite often in LEGO Technic motorcycles, front suspension doesn't work, but here it seems they solved this problem. And also we can check it in more realistic case. And here we have detachable part to reveal the working engine. Only the top part, upper part of the engine, but it's better than nothing. We can see a chain, a gear. And I think that's all. No gearbox like in Ducati Panigale. That model had pretty the same number of pieces, but here more pieces are used for exterior, interior, some details. But here we have no this special feature like gearbox, only steering, suspension, and working piston engine. All these functions we have already seen in many LEGO Technic motorcycles. So I think this is pretty pleasant set. It's quite cheap, and for its price it can offer some interesting pieces. Of course, two types of shock absorbers, both in new color, in black, and in this color. These shock absorbers can be used in many different models, because black is very common color. It's not so bright as yellow or red. And it's cool. Also here we have rare rims, also in new color, and rare and very cool tire, white tire, that was only in one set before. A lot of black panels and some common pieces that also can be used, especially if you have not too many LEGO Technic sets and LEGO Technic pieces. So I think this set is very useful as set. As for functions, this is definitely a step back by comparison with Ducati Panigale 42107 because that set had a gearbox, two-stage gearbox. Here we have no gearbox, just the usual functions like steering, suspension and working engine. So nothing special here. What about the look? It's not bad. I think not the worst motorcycle in LEGO Technic to my mind, and of course it's quite playable. Is not nothing special, yeah, but you can play with it. Your kids can play with it, especially if they have some action figures maybe of this scale or similar scale. So yeah, for such a, I can say, small set, this is very cool. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye!